guys, it's Caleb from ROKBLOKZ. Today in the shop we have this 22 GMC Sierra. We got some new mud flaps for it, so let's go ahead and show you how to install them. Here we have the tools laid out that you'll need for install. You'll need a mallet to help push in the inserts on the rear. You'll need a T15 Torx to help remove OEM screws. You'll need a 10mm socket. You'll need a Phillips head and a 4mm Allen. You'll also need a drill with 5/16 drill bit and a level. Here we have the front laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your flap for that corner and then the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that on the screen right now. Now let's head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the front fender. We're going to begin by removing the factory T15 Torx screws from here, here, here. Just grab your T15 Torx. We've already pre-loosened ours. And get those out of the way. Now we'll take our 10mm and get this bottom screw down here. We're going to be reusing this 10mm, so let's go ahead, grab our J-bracket with the large metal clip and get that installed. For the bottom mount point here, we're going to take our J-bracket and our large metal clip. We're going to place the large metal clip over the short arm on the J-bracket, and we're going to face that so that the short arm faces towards the tire, and we're going to secure that using the factory screw. So we're just going to go ahead and put that right back in. We'll grab our 10mm and we're just going to tighten that so that the bracket is oriented and facing forward like that. And now we're going to go ahead, grab our flap, and begin mounting. To begin mounting, we're going to take our larger number 14 screw with a washer, placing our 10mm spacer on the backside. We're going to start with this innermost mounting point, and that's going to go into that large metal clip. Go ahead, get that started. That'll support the flap just a bit. Now we're going to take our number 8 screws with washers, and that's going to go into the 3 factory clips. Now we're going to grab our driver with Phillips head bit, and we're going to lightly secure all the screws. Then we'll check for level, and then we'll do our final tightening. Now with all those screws lightly tightened down, you should be able to adjust your flap. If one is too tight, just back it off just a little bit so that you can adjust your flap. Now we're going to adjust it to our liking and set our angle, checking along the bottom with the level. Now we're going to take our level, check along the bottom. With that in position, we can take our screwdriver and fully tighten these down. With those fully tightened down, that's how you complete the front install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Now let's go ahead and get to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your flap for that corner and your mounting plate. This will come with T-nuts pressed into it. Then you'll also get the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that on the screen right now. Now, let's head over to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the rear of the truck. We're going to begin by removing the 2 factory screws right here from the inner fender, securing the factory splash guard. These are just a T15 Torx. We've already pre-loosened ours, so we'll go ahead and get those out of the way. Now with those out of the way, we can go ahead and mount the mount plate. Now we're going to take our mount plate and put it so that the etching faces the tire side. And we're going to align this upper hole. We're going to take one of our large inserts. We're going to secure that, and then we're going to push it up against the plastic and slide it all the way till it tucks behind the fender's edge here. It's just ever so slightly behind there. It doesn't go very far. Now that sets us up to match drill these 2 holes here, which we've already done ahead of time. But all you'll need to do is take your 5/16 drill bit and then hold it right here, and we'll drill the upper hole first, drilling that out like so. And then I found it easier if you take your insert at this point and secure part 2. If the core is too much of a pain to get in by hand, take a mallet and tap that in. Now you're good to go ahead and hold the bottom and match drill that one. We've already pre-drilled ours as well on that one. And finally, we'll take our second insert and secure that as well. Now that we've got the mount plate installed, we can go ahead and begin mounting the flap. To begin mounting our flap, we're going to grab our number 8 screws with washers, and we're going to screw those matching these 2 bottom holes with the factory holes in the fender. With those 2 screws in place, that will support the flap so that we can grab our 16mm button head with a washer. We're going to place the 7.5mm spacer on the back side, and the spacer will sit over top and around the T-nut. It shouldn't bind. If it does bind, you just need to shift it over, but you'll be able to push that over, it'll sit on there, and then you'll thread your M6 screw into the T-nut. We're going to go ahead, repeat that same step for the upper hole here, getting these all aligned while they're all loose still. Right. With all those in place, go ahead, get them lightly snugged down using our Phillips head for the bottom screws. And our 4mm Allen for the top screws. Now with that snug down, we can go ahead and move our flap around, get it set to the position that we like, checking along the bottom edge with a level. Once we get it to the spot that we like, we're going to go ahead and fully tighten down all of our hardware. With all the screws tightened down, that's how you complete the rear. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.